Hey guys, I'm back with kind of another video about my PTSD. Today I want to talk about why I hid my PTSD as a kid, and why I'm so open about it now. I'm kind of at this point, I guess, in my life where I used to really hide behind things like that, but I don't really do that anymore. I can't say when I was a kid I totally knew that I had PTSD, but I definitely knew that there were a lot of different things that held me back, different functions I think that normal kids go to that I just didn't participate in when I was younger because I was always super anxious about everything. I think a way I just tried to hide a lot of that was through being successful. I hate it when people tell me that the stuff that I've done is things that people in their 30s, sometimes have never accomplished. I think for a lot of people that would be something that's really gratifying to hear. For me, like, I continue to push to be successful, not really ever for myself, instead to make it seem like to other people that nothing was going on. The chances, of people knowing that I had a problem, given the fact that I'd done all these great things in my life, right? Like, the people who are successful, you tend to kind of hear their highs of their stories. You never hear like the low sections of it. And that's something that always really kind of brought me down because it almost felt like I was putting on a front for other people. And if to the outward world, I was successful, I didn't have to explain myself, or I could just act like the problems that I had with things didn't exist. That kind of segues into the next topic of why am I so open about this now. There's like three main reasons I'm so open about this now. The first being I struggled in college quite a bit, and I was reaching out and seeing a counselor through the services at my universities. I was having kind of a rough day, so I decided to go to my university's walk-in hours. I remember walking in there and I was going to check in and looking kind of off to my side, and I see one of my friends, and we weren't like besties for the resties or anything, and I'm not saying this person needed to share all their details with me, but it was a pretty surreal moment to be walking into a room like that and just to understand how vulnerable we all really are, but yet nobody talks about it. That one really just kind of struck me. Second reason I'm so open to talking about it is, for me, therapy has been one of the most gratifying experiences of my life. I was truthfully really grateful to have had the chance to go through that because I know a lot of people don't. I think prior to going through therapy, I always felt very alone in the world, and I felt like nobody understood me. It didn't really matter how many friends I had, I still felt alone, and like, even the friends I did have, when they would reach out to me with affection, I couldn't accept that affection. Like, I couldn't trust anyone with anything. So just a really humanizing thing, I guess you could say, too. I actually found, this is the binder of stuff that I went through when I first kind of did therapy, and it was kind of surreal to think that, I felt all alone in the world, but that someone had wrote like a whole book about me, because I never felt like anybody would understand me. And I think going through all that stuff was the first time that I'd ever experienced like genuine happiness. The happiness that I was showing others was finally genuine, not just like this superficial level, just to make people not wonder about me. Be the last, and like, to me, most important reason why I'm so open about it now is I can't say in life, if I had another life, that I'd do it all the same, just because I'm not a person of habit. But I can say, like, I wouldn't change the way that things have turned out. I don't think the pain that we face in life, whether it's like physical, mental, or emotional, is ever worth it. But what I do think is that, you know, like if I could do something productive with what's happened to me to help somebody else out, my pain wasn't in vain. I think that's all I want to say for this video today.